team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, better look out! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right. right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frog! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. He's in open space downfield.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Sheffield. Turning it on! All the way down to the 20. Yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
on second down. Dances away. Unleashes one. And that one's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Got it looking for a first. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Grabbed over the middle, it's Payne. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On the move.
When I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over it. Nice job.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Close to the marker, it's Payne. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That's reeled in, it's McAllister. And he'll be brought down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get it to the marker. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's loose on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have?
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First play of the drive, wants to throw. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll throw it. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They want to throw it. There's some pressure. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. just enough time to get one more snap before the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive line.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slick. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for a gap. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about this?
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he'll be brought down. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Black.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the strong run on second down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the lone back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically.
Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just...
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grab behind the line. It's Sheffield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Black. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's strong. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He gets it in there for the 2, and now they've chopped that lead down to 11. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They want that clock to run. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And they just keep piling on the points we've seen in big moments in this game.
A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
TCU 47, Rutgers 35.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. These corners going to give them some space. They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really...